Yo, wow, Easy the Governor up in the building, passing through, representing every time. Hofstra University, Wrhu Radio. We're about to set it off up in here. Got the host right there doing her thing. So people, check it out. Wrhu Radio, Hofstra University, 88.7 on the dial, Island Time, Fridays 8 to 10. It's on with Easy the Governor. We're going to set it off. We're going to have some fun. You guys tune in. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the music. Easy the Governor says. See you then. Wow.
Leave the house and making it home. Them a shot you at your back like they're on the phone. Take a job for exercise, now you run the road. Tell them hunting, driving, gunning you down. Pass up, fear 20, you get on the road. It's a knee and your neck, no area lounge. I can't breathe, that is a sound. Yo, they can't breathe, take him off of the ground. Killing the poor, killing the young. Killing the black, killing the rough. In front of mother, your father, even your son. In front of daughter, like they can't see. Sat down, I tell you, run up the clip. Get the shot, them wanna shoot up, we gonna shot them back. They wanna kill we off, we gonna kill them back. And then start the war, them launch the attack. First blood, them draw that. Yeah, the first shot, them clap that. The first life, them take that. So I started with the protesters, that's that.
Linked up with EG, Wrhu brethren. RP to my soldiers in heaven. Turn on the news, everything is misconstrued. The media tell you all blacks are rude. And we on welfare, the system don't care. We f***ing up our credit cause we lack health care. They lynching us, dissing us, no respect for us. Spraying down with hoes, dogs biting on our toes. Kill a black man, watch his body decompose. I don't trust the police. The police, it ain't safe in these streets. No justice, no peace. The government's provoking a war in these streets. This ain't monopoly. Black people really got bread and property. Struggle is real. We still in poverty. Black people smart. We doctors, investors. AMG.
Revolution, no illusion. We a fight long time. Victims of war, we no slave. We just human. Leading generally, that's the army. They up on a mission and we standing with an army. Serious action, we not take no top. We just corrupt system, we don't want no. Look at who they nail on the grass. The black family, they want to tear us apart. Just down the chain now, start to pile. Who them a go blame when they can't reconcile? Them system never designed for hide nor hide. The beast have many tongue, but them don't speak of love. No justice, no peace, no marching with a drum, with a sign in a hands. The system, rights to bear arms, the rights of our own. Rights of where them a go hide, where them a go turn, where them a go run, go when the fire start to burn. Never want to listen, so the hard way they learn. Where them a go spend everything them earn. The bridge where them cross, it black till it burn. Where them a go turn, when the black out on earth.
You scream murder, murder. Black people, they don't do us, why you nervous? They will beat us up like we predators. They don't like the type of our melanin, they hating us. Make millions of dollars of our abilities. Still hating us, some consider liabilities. This is no democracy, America's a mockery. I'ma keep on going till I'm free.
When them a go hide, when them a go turn, when them a go run, go when the fire start to burn. Never want to listen, so the hard way they learn. When them a go spend everything they earn. The bridge where them cross, it black till it burn. When them a go turn.
Welcome back to 88.7 FM Radio, Hofstra University, Wrhu. I'm your girl, Sara Bella. It is the Friday night turn up.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's Friday night. It's summertime. It's hot girl summer. And we've just been having such a blast here in the studio. I got my boy, E.G. the Governor, in the house. How you doing, Guyana?
Wow. Good.
Jamaica, Guyana. What's going on, boy?
It's a Caribbean link-up thing,
The
man.
link-up.
You don't
How
know
are
it
you?
already. Yeah, man. I'm good. I'm blessed, you know what I mean? Highly favored. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so glad that you're in the studio with us.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
beautiful
it's been-
in here.
Thank you. We've been working and we've been doing our thing, but because of COVID, we had to go home. And it's so good to see someone in person. It's so good to share a laugh, a hug, a fist bump. So I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, man. And I'm sexy too, so it's good.
I don't know
Wow.
about that. I can't really speak, but yeah. So tell me, what have you been up to
Just
since the panorama?
just trying to get back to normal, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? With everything that happened in the past year,
Mhm.
you know, like a little bit of normalcy is good, you know, being
Mhm.
back in the studio, recording, doing interviews, just getting ready to just have some sense of normalcy back, you know? So it
Right.
feels good, you know? And the
So,
weather is nice outside, so
brilliant. It's
oh,
so brilliant.
can't beat it.
So, for our audience that have never heard of you, never experienced you, can you summarize what your music is about, who you are, for those who've never fully gotten the EG experience?
Well, E.G. the Governor, EGDAGOVENAW, is a Guyanese soca, dancehall, reggae recording artist who resides in New York City. And basically, I make fun music, man. Good music. The point of my music is to catapult Guyana's music to the front of the world, you know, and make sure they know who we are and make our stamp in this world, you know what I mean? So I bring you good music, man. Dancehall, soca, reggae, everything, man. Just deliver it to the people so they can enjoy it and have some fun, you know?
Yeah, and that's why I'm so happy to have you here because you have such a wide variety of music. You have something serious, you have something fun, you have something, sexy. So there's a wide variety of music that we play on the station. We play you often. We play Stand With the Protesters, we play Shake It, which is one of my favorite songs.
Thank you, thank you.
But I want you to tell us a little bit about why you wrote the song Stand With the Protesters. That's actually one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. That's a very deep and very powerful song, man. It's one of the most meaningful or best songs I will ever record for the simple fact of the content and what it is. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
A lot of time things are just storytelling. Some might be fabricated, some might not. You know, but this song is just 100% authentic and real with everything that's being said. You know, so initially I did the original, and then what you just heard was the remix
Yes.
where some fellow artists they heard it and they wanted to be a part of the song, you know, because of what it was about,
Mhm.
and us lending our voice to that situation, you
Yeah.
know. So man, it just happened. It happened in the middle of the pandemic when all the killings was happening with George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery and Brianna, rest their souls. You know, it came to me, man. I'm hearing it all the time on the radio, on the television,
Yeah.
and it just stuck in my head. And it's like I'm like trying to formulate a way to come about it and put it together. And the more I heard it, you know, I start medicing it, and then the melody came, and just once the melody comes, everything flows from there, man.
Yeah. And it's here's the thing about music. Every time you have like a major protest, a war, there's usually a song of that era.
Right.
And I really feel like this song sums up what we went through. Like last year was
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Like real
It was
talk.
rough. There's a
Real
lot.
talk.
It was a lot that
Like,
happened.
You know what I'm saying? Last year was Mary J. Blige original Real Love Laws. Like it was hard. And the song when it came out, it was like, yes, it's okay to stand with protesters.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's okay to say we're not accepting the life that we're living right now.
Right.
And we're gonna fight back through our music, through our entertainment, through our solidarity. And that song was just right on time. Tell me about how you were feeling when you wrote the song. What were some of the feelings?
It was a very overwhelming time.
Mhm.
Like seeing that stuff happening in real time. You know, everyone has a camera now. So,
Mhm.
and the realization is that you don't know how long or how many of these situations happened that were not documented, where there was
Yes.
no one with a camera around.
Yeah.
So that, just thinking about that and the amount of people who've gone unanswered for,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right.
That alone was very emotional. So it was a tearjerker just putting it together, and then once it came together and saying the words, you know, like it's very overwhelming, you know.
Yeah.
So I've gotten a lot of compliments on that song. People have told me, "Yo, I like the way you did that, and I appreciate it." Boom, boom. You know what I mean? And that's what I want from. If it's just one person that heard that song that was impacted by it,
Mhm.
something came out of it.
Right.
You know
something
what
that
I
came
mean?
out of it.
Because that's me lending my voice. You know, I might not be able to go out there and march and do stuff like that, physically travel around where people are doing
Mhm.
things, you know what I mean? But with my artistry, I can use that to lend my voice to the situation, and hopefully it gets heard by the right people and bring about some kind of change, you know what I mean? Whether it's today, tomorrow, 50 years from now, that song is out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So now up next we're gonna play Can trust them.
No,
For the old-
can't trust them.
Can't trust
Not
them,
can't
for the
trust.
drunk
Can't
for
trust
them.
them. That's because they're wicked and bad mind. You can't trust them.
All of the haters them.
Yeah,
All of the
yeah.
bad mind.
So
All of the drunk for them.
we have to keep it Caribbean style. Not can't trust them. Can't trust them.
Yes, thank
See?
you. Can't trust them. You have to put the accent on it, people.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
trust them. So anyway, let's jump into Can't Trust Them, and we'll talk about it when we get back here on 88.7 FM, WRHU Radio, Hofstra
Wow.
University.
When your boy keep his stuff at, man, you calm down, man. Yeah? Relax, with the tools, we're gonna get everything, man. Relax, man. Wake him in, so wake him in. Alright. Big man, wake up. Man, you wake up. Where's the safe? I'm not gonna come up to the safe. Wait, plan for them. I can't plan for them. Where's the safe at? Hustle hard for the money. Night and day, nothing funny. Stick to it like please the honey. Or carrots the box money. But don't be no dummy. Yo, it could have bright and sunny. But take your head back, you hear me gunny. Before you end up face down in a gully. Yo, enough about you from far. You really don't know who you are. You're the ready for fashion with a one car. Should them see you in that brand new car. Your best friend, them a pray. Or will you give them one pay? Yeah, your best friend, them a pray. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. Enough good ones pass. Enough young life lost. Enough mother left crying at the dark. True bad mind and dirty heart. To your face, them a smile and a laugh. All a reach for your food with them far. All a puff from the split for your spark. But a plan to make your heart beat stop. Over jewelry, over cash, over Jordans and earmarks. Over the 1 little cat where you got. Choose your bumper, brother need fat. I try to keep them from going me. So I more time move by my only. But I always keep my thing there upon me. I pray to God that I never have it. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. This one is reaching out to all my young gunners out there. Them say, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. Your best friend can be your worst enemy, and your worst enemy can be your best friend. So protect your head back more time. Don't let them catch you like sliding, see? Yo, you can't trust them. You can't trust them now. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. They wanna drive your car and sleep in your bed at night. They wanna sex your
30
wife.
seconds.
So them fully prepared to take your life. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now. You can't trust them. You can't trust them now.
Stand by. Hey guys, back here at 88.7 FM WRHU Radio, Hofstra University. It's your girl Sara Bella. It's the Friday night turn up.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And this Friday night we have live in our studio the one and only G.E.G. the Govenaw.
Wow.
What one boss?
Chilling out. Trying to enjoy the nice weather.
So tell me, have you
Keep
what
all the
have-
trouble.
What have you done for the summer so far? And then I want to go into Can't Trust Them.
For the summer so far, I actually did none because I hurt my leg. So,
Wait there. So you're not a hot girl summer? You're
I
not a girl, but you're not going with the hot girl summer?
No. No. This is a sit down summer for me. But yeah, man, I've just been in the studio, just cranking out songs, man.
Okay.
So until I'm able to move around again, then I can really get around and do things. But I kind of hurt my leg 4th of July weekend, so I just been taking it easy, you know.
Okay.
But
okay.
enjoying the weather, in the studio, putting out the music, keeping the music coming, you know what I mean? That's about it. That's the focus.
All right. So tell me about Can't Trust Them. I mean, it's very. First of all, I'm a realist. The song says what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I guess the question I need to ask is, who you chat about? Because it's explicitly clear.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'll be honest with you. That song came to me after Pop Smoke got killed, because I get a lot of inspiration in my kitchen, you know. When I'm in my kitchen, like the TV's in the living room and it's on, I'm not watching it, but I'm hearing things that's being said.
Uh-huh.
So what resonated with me was when the news person said it might have been his friend that was with him that he took out there that set him up. That was just speculation when he first got killed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that kind of stuck in me, and then I just started thinking about other things and other people and stuff, and it just came from there. You know, I was like, damn, you can't trust them, man. Even your closest friends, your family, people setting you up to get your jewels or your money or whatever it is. So from there, that's how that came about.
Okay, cool. Now, the thing about Pop Smoke that I found to be so incredible is the fact that he's Brooklyn born, and we just haven't had like musicians like him in a long time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Walk me through who are the artists you do listen to and how you feel about the reggae, dancehall, the scene right now. Because right now, Afrobeats are take over. I'm sorry, but I'm going to care who wants to nothing. Like, we needed this DJ Khaled track to really refire up the flame on dancehall. Right. But with that said to the side, music is just evolving, right?
Yeah.
And if you listen to the Afrobeats that are coming out now, it sounds so much like reggae.
Right.
Essence by Wizkid, that's a straight reggae. That's a reggae song.
I mean,
I don't care what nobody want to say.
Reggae, dancehall influenced everything, you know.
Yeah.
Hip hop was created by a Jamaican in the Bronx.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so
somebody just said that to me the other day.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So dancehall reggae music is infused in everything, man. In every music, you can find that sound or that feeling that comes from dancehall reggae music, because our music is just a pure and natural thing. You know what I mean? It gets you moving. It makes you think. It brings awareness. It, you know what I mean, opens up your mind to things. You know, deal with love. Everything, man. You can find everything in dancehall reggae music right there.
All right. So, who are the artists that you're listening to? How do you feel about today's music?
I'll be honest with you. I don't listen to a lot of current artists because I try not to be influenced by what other people are talking about.
Understand.
You know what I mean? But I mean, there are a lot of good artists out there. You know what I mean? TJ. You know, you have Raven King, Idonia, all those guys, Bounty. You know what I mean? Alkaline. Those guys. You have Paradox, is a good Guyanese artist.
I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, these are Guyanese artists.
You
But
put me on
I got you. GT Youths, you know what I mean? Melody Thomas. You know, there's a lot of Guyanese artists that's coming up doing things, you know. But for me personally, I try not to be influenced by what people are talking about and what's going. So I stay in my zone. When I listen to music, I listen to like 90s hip hop.
Okay.
90s R&B, or I go older to Motown and that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Because currently I can't do it.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak on anybody and what they're doing, because you know what I mean? That's their art and that's their craft. To each his own. I can't do it. So my music, I make sounds a certain way. I don't follow what anybody's doing or what the trend is, you know what I mean?
Right. So, you know, most recently, K. Michelle. You know K. Michelle?
Yeah. She's a R&B singer,
R&B
right?
singer.
Right,
and
right.
she's crossing over into country music.
Really?
Yeah. And it's been a bumpy road.
Right.
Right? Tell me how you see music, and because I've spoken to you before, and one thing you said to me that really sticks with me is that there's no age on musicians, there's no age on music, and a true artist can do anything. And you were talking about Shaggy.
Right. And
how Shaggy just like, he has this song with YouTube, and is it not YouTube? I'm sorry. whatever. Shaggy had this big international.
Yeah, him
record
and
with
Sting did a whole album.
Sting, right?
Yeah.
And just tell me about that philosophy of what it means to be an artist, because you do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I try to tap into everything and keep my audience broad. You know what I mean? No one should allow anyone to restrict their talent.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So if she wants to do country music, take a shot at it. If it comes out good, more power to you. It doesn't, then that's not your lane. You don't know what you can do until you try it. The problem with our culture now is they want to tell you what you can do and can't do. Or they want to tell you, oh, you're this age now, so you shouldn't be doing this, or you shouldn't be talking about this.
Yeah.
We're the only ones that does that.
Right.
You have, what's the boss name? What's the guy named? Bruce Springsteen.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Springsteen.
Elton John.
Yeah.
You have, what's the guy from the Beatles name?
McCarry,
Right.
something.
Right. You have these guys, right?
Yeah.
They're still Paul McCartney. They're still touring. They're sell out
Still touring.
Madison Square Garden in a minute. When they drop something, it goes to number one, right? They're supported. These people rally behind them. They purchase their things. They buy the tickets, and they're like 100 years old. So how is it that in our culture you get to a certain age and they're like, oh, you can't make music anymore, or you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't do that? You know what I mean? And it just doesn't make sense.
So, it's so funny you should say that, because I'm pulling up the article. I wanted to talk to you about this. I wanted to talk to you about this.
What's that?
So, Billboard just put out top paying artists of 2020, okay?
Right.
Granted, the money is different because they didn't tour.
Right.
So listen, Taylor Swift, 23.8 million last year. She had 10 million from streaming, 10 million in sales. Her publishing, she had $0 in touring.
Right.
But this is where I found things to be interesting. Post Malone was number 2. Celine Dion was number 3.
Right.
Celine Dion was number 3. The Eagles, never heard of them.
Yeah,
were
Eagles
number
is a
4,
rock band.
right? Billie Eilish, then Drake, then Queen. Mind you, Queen not make an album. I don't know when. Them probably dead. Listen, I'm not making a joke. Queen is one of the top rated rock groups.
Yeah.
They were number 7. And I bet you a couple of the members are not even alive right now, right? Then you have the Beatles. Last year, make $12 million.
Yeah, man.
And a couple of them dead. We know that for sure. Right? Now, I want to talk to you about that because people think that when you're an artist, your money comes from being an artist.
Right.
But no, talk to me about the music business. Because the money not come the way it come before. Because if the Beatles can, then I get a lick.
Yeah.
Go on, no. Because I was thinking Megan Thee Stallion. I was looking for my hitters.
Right.
Not the dead people.
Yeah.
So tell us about the music business.
But, I mean, it's 90% business and 10% music.
Ooh,
You know what I mean? So if you don't have your business order in place and you don't have your paperwork right, then stuff like that don't go to your pocket. The company gets that money.
Right.
You know what I mean? And a lot of artists are in that situation where they had bad contracts. So the music might be selling, but they're not making any money. That's why a lot of people stay on tour.
Yes.
Because a lot of that money goes to the label and you're only making money off of tours. But here's the thing now, when you're Celine Dion or Queen or the Eagles, you got hits for this.
Lockdown.
You got hits for
Listen,
this.
for Queen to be making money, Queen was hot in the 80s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That music is timeless. Good music
Yes.
can play forever, man. And people will get a hold of it. You know what I mean? So to anybody out there, you love the music, do your music, put your music out, man. Your time will come with the music. You know what I mean? And that's all it is, man. Stay focused on what you're doing. If you love the music, do it for love.
Right.
You know?
All right, cool. Let's jump into some more music. We're going to jump into, I like this song. It's called Shake It, Shake It. And it's by E.G. here on 88.7 FM WRHU Radio, Hofstra University.
It's your time, ladies.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm still hearing
I
that.
want to the block out and get mad on the
Yeah, I don't know
one.
why.
Once the music stops, I'm still hearing it.
Yes, this is what's hearing.
No, but I'm hearing that in the earphones. When we're talking, the whole time it's playing.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what's going on with your
Yeah, the whole time you're
Alright.
talking, that will
Oh yeah, that's the best music.
right.
Yeah, it's best music. Yeah.
Oh,
I was tripping. I was like, what? Yeah, that's best music. We can't just be talking in this raw, dry sound.
okay.
Yeah, so it's best music. Do not go to Woodbury.
You are now listening to the
I will pay
Queen
for
of
it.
New York
Did you leave
Radio,
already?
Sara Bella, the voice of the Afro-Caribbean community.
Friday night, turn up here on 88.7 FM WRHU. I'm your girl, Sara Bella. We in the house with the one and only.
E.G. the Governor. Wow.
Rat. So tell us about those last two songs that I just played for you.
Well, Shake It is for the girls and for the summertime, you know. This is something that was created for the ladies to have some fun and enjoy themselves once the weather change and the sundresses come out and the jeans and stuff, you know. So that's just a fun song, you know, fun, you know, dance around, have some fun, you know, feel yourself, you know. That's your feel good song right there. So that song is a very nice song, man. I love that song. It's out now. You guys can check it out online everywhere. It's streaming. Download it. Shake it. E.G. the Govenaw. That's EGDAGOVENAW. And the next song was Girls Night. That's an exclusive.
I love that song.
Yeah, that one is. That's gonna be a big thing.
It's
Yeah.
a big thing. Everybody else just don't have it.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a big thing.
that's-
I love that song.
That's an exclusive. Only
It's
you
so
get to premiere
sweet.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah. But we was gonna drop that and then the pandemic happened, so we
Right.
kind of held it back.
Right.
So we might not get to it this year because there's a lot going on right now. So next year we're gonna give it to them next year. But
Alright.
that's Girls Night, man. That's not out yet. That's an exclusive you just gave them of future things to come.
Future things to come.
Yeah.
So just tell us a little bit about where you see your musical career. Like, tell us about your first album. Are you prepping? Because I know you drop a lot of singles,
Yeah.
and I know if we go to your YouTube page, which is
EGDAGOVENAW. E.G. the Governor. You can follow me, IG, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, DistroKid, TuneCore, everywhere. EGDAGOVENAW. Follow me, man. I'm out there.
So I know that you have a lot of singles, you have a lot of music on your YouTube, you have a lot of music in rotation. I know that you've just been doing a mini radio tour because you've been on radio in Guyana, you've been on radio in the States. Tell us about the first album. What are you thinking? How is it coming together?
The first album, well, like you said, we have a lot of singles out there. I keep putting out singles just to keep music out, but my first album that I have put together is actually gonna be a reggae hip hop album.
Ooh.
So
Is it like a trap? Is it the trap feel? Is it the '90s hip hop feel? Like, let's get into
it's
it.
it's it's that
Let's get into
fusion.
this.
You remember that time where it's like a hot dancehall song comes out, they had to have it on a hip hop rhythm.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Like tour.
Right.
Hey,
Exactly. Right.
Hey,
Right. And then even with Bounty songs and Cabra and Beanie Man, everything he did over Sim Simmer with the Neptunes and stuff like that. So that's what I have in mind to do, like a fusion of that and bring that out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I have a couple of tracks already done and laid out with that. But I might drop like a dancehall EP before that
Okay.
because the music is there.
Right.
There's a lot of music in the vault. So just gonna keep giving it to them, man.
So when you're creating music, is there any particular producer you like to work with? Is there a studio you prefer to go to? Like, walk us through that. Like, what's your little niche, your little haven? I know you're building an exclusive studio, but tell me about where do you like to go to create your music?
Well, Triple S Studio, which is my studio, is gonna be up and running probably before the summer is finished.
Okay.
Just got everything in place with that. But for me, recording, it doesn't matter to me where I record. If I go someplace and the energy is not right, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know how it's gonna be until you get there.
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? So if I get someplace and the energy is not right, I do what I got to do and leave it there, and then I just transition someplace else.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I go to Jersey to one of my producers, Mark. You know what I mean? Who's a Guyanese, and I go to another Guyanese guy, Fojo. You know what I mean? And then I have another Guyanese guy also, Heatbox Studios and Shark Young Cassius. So that's where I do most of my recording. My engineers are J Keys Records and J Crazy. They mix and engineer a lot of my stuff. So for me, the process of writing is all about the feel and the energy. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a rhythm and match the rhythm and put something to it.
Okay.
But sometimes you have songs already constructed that you have in your head, you have put down, and the rhythm comes along in the right time and you put it together. But for me, it's like when I hear a beat, listen to it, feel that moment, and that's better than just taking a song that's already done and just putting it on a track.
Got it.
So a lot of things I just constructed from new once I get the rhythm.
Okay. Cool.
You know, and I get rhythm from different people, different producers.
Okay, cool. So in the studio, real quick, is Yao. What number microphone you on? You on 4 over there?
I'm on the last one, whatever the highest number is
There
there
you
on the
go.
board.
He's on 4. So listen, EG, this brilliant. See this young man?
Yeah.
He's brilliant. Okay?
Okay.
He's so talented. I had to incorporate him
Okay.
into Island Time.
I mean,
Welcome.
She has to shape me up a bit. I'm
A little rough around the
she's
edges.
still cracking down on me, but yeah, I appreciate the kind words. But I got the top 3 stories for you guys going on in the Caribbean. But let's start in Colombia. Over 9,000 migrants are stranded in a Caribbean municipality in Colombia. This comes as a surge of people are looking to find their way to North America. The migrants include Haitians, Venezuelans, and Cubans. So a lot going on there. A lot of people trapped from going to the countries they want to go to. But now shifting gears to the UK, England will send spare vaccines to countries in Africa and the Caribbean. However, it is going to take a while. The UK government promised to donate 100 million shots to other nations, but by 2022, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson says the UK will give 817,000 doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine to Kenya, and Jamaica gets 300,000 doses. No news yet as to how they decided how many doses are going to go to what countries, but clearly, as you see, it is not even. And now shifting to Cuba and Haiti, as chaos continues in those countries, President Biden is refusing to bring in any migrants from those countries. Biden warned migrants not to try to come to the United States by boat, and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas agreed with Biden, saying, quote, "The time is never right to attempt migration by sea. Allow me to be clear, if you take to the sea, you will not come to the United States." So even with all the chaos going on in these countries,
migrants will not be allowed to touch American soil.
Wow. You know, that says a lot because Haiti just lost their prime minister in a straight assassination. And we need to follow up on that, Yao. So the next hour, just let me know what's happening with Haiti.
Oh, yeah,
because
of course.
the president, actually, his wife, she was flown back to Haiti from Miami. And, you know, we're going to keep an eye on Haiti. So that's Yao Bonsu with the Caribbean News Minute.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. And we'll be back with a little bit more news in the next hour, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So back to you, E.G.
Yes.
I'm telling you, he's such a talented young man. I told him that he cannot leave Hofstra. Right? When you hear him read the news,
yeah, he got the voice for it, man. He sounds good.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
So we'll check back with you in a little bit. So going back to the industry now, you're telling me that your next album is going to be a hip hop reggae album.
Yeah. That's a project I've had in mind for a while to do, and it kind of just sat on the back burner. But I'm gonna wrap it up and get it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you releasing that on the new label you created?
Correct.
So tell us about the label.
Triple
I'm
S.
looking for artists because this one thinks he could sing, but I don't. I'm not gonna let him leave news to start hollering around the place, right, Yao?
I mean, look, I think I have a few pipes on me. I mean, I did choir in high school, if that counts for anything.
Nothing. Invalid, but okay. So tell us about the record label.
The label is coming along well, man. Everything is done with the label. Just trying to get the studio up and running. So it's Triple S Music and Triple S Studio.
So why do you choose Triple S?
Triple S.
Or is it Triple S?
With 3 S's.
Okay.
So
we are a college radio station.
Yeah.
It is Triple S, people. And
Yeah.
that's all I'm gonna say.
So it's triple with a small S, a big S, and a small S.
Okay.
3 S's.
What does it stand for?
So Triple S. The 3 S's stands for something that you don't need to know.
It's not Sarah. It ain't Sarah Bella, people. If you're wondering, it's not Sarah's studio song. It is not, okay? It's something else and it ain't that.
Yeah.
All right? So
Triple.
it's private. It's something private to you.
Yeah. It's personal, it's private, you know what I mean? And I wanted to pay homage to that with that, you know what I mean? So that's it, man. It's about time. Like, I've been should have had my own label and own studio. And people been saying that, you know, and then finally it's like, you know what? Let's just get it done. Mm-hmm. So before the summer's finished, the logo is done and everything, being the trademarks and everything done right now. So before the summer's finished, I would say for September, full on Triple S with everything, you know? Yeah, man.
And you know what's so important? We just talked about the business of music, right?
Right.
It's important to produce your own stuff. It's
Right.
important to write your own stuff.
Right.
And are you going to be bringing in talent? Like, do I need to put a demo in?
Yeah, if you want to put in a demo, you know.
DJ Bella, I don't know.
You can do DJ Bella, just DJ Khaled. You don't have to sing. Khaled don't sing.
Yeah, I don't sing at
just
all.
produce and record and make music. You know what I mean? But yeah, of course, man. Right now, the focus is basically just gonna be me and my partners and our music and getting it out and doing our thing the way that we want to do it with our control over it.
So what does that mean? Because you know what, when people start a venture and you tell me the way you want to do it, what is it that you see not being done that you're gonna fill a hole for?
Well, mostly it's just having that control over your music. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And having the access to make your music when you want to make it, and not on someone else's schedule. Because you might need to get something done, and it might be 2 or 3 weeks before you can get in the studio to get it done. And just to get it done, you might have to go someplace that you've never been before because that's what's available, right? But then if you have your own thing, you get in there when you're ready to get in there, anytime you want to. And you can sit down, take the time and record something the way you want to do it, not because you have 2 hours to do it in. You know what I mean? Because there's a session after you. So it gives you that freedom to take your time and do the music the way that you want it to be done. Right? So then you'll hear the music sounding different because of the time you're now able to put into the music properly. You know, and take your time, record it properly, and then sit down and mix it and get everything done the way that you want it to be. You know what I mean?
And I was surprised because I was looking for something more soca, because, you know, Carnival time I come up, I'm thinking the guy needs going to drop a little soca something.
What?
Wait, do you have something coming up for the soca?
We have,
for the soca season?
and you have Tech Time is out there. Tech Time is out there. Tech Time is a
We're about to
soca
play that
song.
right now too.
And then you have a song called Your Best Friend Like a Buddy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we're gonna play that
Yeah,
right now,
that
too.
just dropped a couple of weeks ago. That's a dancehall soca. That's like a dance. It's not strictly soca. It's a dancehall soca, like a fusion. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So the beat is up tempo, a little soca feel to it, but a little reggae to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's soca music, dancehall music, everything is there, man. I give you what you want, what you need. Come see me.
Custom music.
This is your one place stop and shop right here. You know.
Stop it. All right, guys. So you're listening to 88.7 FM WRHU Radio, Hofstra University's Friday night turn up. Let's lick a shot pun the new song that he got called Tech Time. Right here on 88.7 FM WRHU Radio, Hofstra University.
Tell me to stand up, take the walk. Oh gosh, stand up, take the walk. Don't run, stand up, take the walk. Hola, here comes the dumper truck. Dumper feel like my back is going to rock, rock, rock. I feel like my knees are going to rock, rock. I feel like my waistline up to lock, but me not give up. Is that your man now come? Him now run. Tell him to take the front. All of me winding down. Take time with me, God, God. Take time with me, come up for them. Take time with me. I'm feeling tired, but tonight I'm not walking down. Take time with me. Why you acting so? Take time with me. I'm whining like dog. Take time with me. You raise my pressure. I feel like you won't forget it, girl. Hey, go, back, go, go. Hey, go, back, go, go. I'm what you love. That's a dog, but you girl. That bumper, oh, she speak about when you blow it. Chop,
This goes
If
hard.
you like it.
another girl a come. Big butt come in now run. I'm like a sun that snow. All of me winding down. Take time with me, God, God. Take time with me. That bumper there, man. Take time with me. I'm feeling tired, but tonight I'm not walking. Take time with me. Why you acting so? Take time with me. I'm whining like dog. Take time with me. You raise my pressure. I feel like you won't forget it bigger. Here comes the dumper truck. Dumper feel like my back is going to rock, rock, rock. I feel like my knees are going to rock, rock. I feel like my waistline up to lock, up. She tell me to stand up, take the walk. Oh gosh, stand up, take the walk. Don't run, stand up, take the walk. Hola, don't punch up. Hey, go, back, go, go. Hey, go, back, go, go. I'm what you love. That's a dog, but you. Take time with me, God, God. Take time with me. That bumper there, man. Take time with me. I'm feeling tired, but tonight I'm not walking. Take time with me. Right.
Okay. I love that song so much. We're going to play it one more time. Take time with me right here on 88.7 FM WRHU.
Wow.
Go, go, back up, back up. Hey, girl, now go, back up, go. Now go, back up, go. I'm what you love. That's a dog, but you. Take time with me, God, God. Take time with me. That bumper there, man. Take time with me. I'm feeling tired, but tonight I'm not walking. Take time with me. Why you acting so? Take time with me. I'm whining like dog. Take time with me. You raise my pressure. I feel like you won't forget it bigger. She tell me to stand up, take the walk. Oh gosh, stand up, take the walk. Don't run, stand up, take the walk. Hola, here comes the dumper truck. Dumper feel like
Tune in to Juggling Time every Friday night starting at 10 p.m. for the Late Night Turn Up with your host, Sara Bella. Tune in for the latest soca, Afrobeats, and dancehall music. Also, Island and African news. Right here on WRHU 88.7 FM.
Stand by.
Check, check. Wow.
2, 1. Ooh, child.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one second. What do I normally say? Yeah.
The Friday night, late night stand up.
Right,
Late
but
night.
it's ooh, child.
Ooh, child. Ooh, child.
He mocks me so well. Ooh, child. All right, y'all. So welcome back to 88.7 FM, WRHU, Hofstra University. It's the Friday night turn up with your girl, Sara Bella, the one and only queen of New York radio. I'm in the studio with the fabulous E.G., the Govenaw.
Wow.
Listen, let me tell you something. So Tech Time With It, that's my song. Tech Time With It is, I don't know, but that's my song. I like Buddy. I can't see where we going. I see where we going. But Tech Time With It is my song. That's my soca song. Like,
Yeah.
Carnival is coming up. Eastern Parkway, I think it's reopened.
Okay.
And this is going to be the song for the summer.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it
As
is.
the official president of the Hot Girl Summer. As the president of Hot Girls. This is the Hot Girl Summer song.
Yeah, that's a bad song, man. That's a bad song. Tech Time is a whole different vibe, a whole different energy with Tech Time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I mean, from what I know from Guyana, I just attribute Guyanese and Guyana to soca.
Right.
But it's more than that.
Yeah, you know, Guyana have a lot of different talent and different music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Soca artists, reggae artists. Eddie Grant was not a soca artist.
Oh, wow.
You know, Eddie Grant did reggae music, you know. So
Okay.
the same music that comes from every other country, man. We got it down there.
Okay.
You know, just that we're late to the race, you know. But the race is not for the swift. It's for those who can endure it, you know. So we're up and running, man, and that's it. You know,
So tell
there's
me,
no stopping.
if I can, I never like to ask this question, but I like to ask this question.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to ask the question. If I could bring somebody back from them grave and you guys do an album together, who would it be?
Are you really? Wow.
Like, I hate this question, but I love the question. Like, who would you say summons for me, Sarah? Hologram.
You know what? Honestly, Otis Redding, man.
Really?
That's
I
listen.
would never. I was thinking you were gonna say Prince. I was thinking you were gonna say.
Nah, man.
Why Otis Redding?
Listen, I'll give you a task to do, and we'll follow up on it, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
we
the
can do
next
that.
time we get together, you know, do an interview, we'll talk about it. Take a minute, sit down, and just listen to some Otis Redding.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Try a little tenderness.
For me, it's a different type of music.
Okay.
That man can deliver a song. You know what I mean? The way he sings, the way he plays those notes and he delivers them to you, you know, and then the music complements his voice so well. Like whoever his arranger was and his producers were that put his music together, you know what I mean? And I think mainly he was in charge of it himself. Like, it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
And his music is timeless. It will never die. You know what I mean? That's my go-to music. Like,
Okay.
and if there's somebody, I don't even have to work with him. Just to be in his presence and watch him create those songs and that experience and that time.
Classic.
To be a fly on the wall. That's it. That would be it for me. That's my all-time favorite artist is Otis Redding.
So the one thing that I admire about artists and musicians is they will be like they music is so who they are,
Right.
that you could never separate the artist and the musician. Like when somebody wants to do music, they want to do music, and they will not work. They will, you know what I'm saying? Because music, there's something that drives musicians to be musicians, right?
Yeah, because a lot of time it comes from just wanting to be heard, you know?
Mhm.
Like you might have a voice that you want to lend to something, you know what I mean? with the culture music and the rest of them and their things, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you might just have an energy and a vibe that you want to bring out, you know, or a new style or a dance or something like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of time it's about your identity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And mostly everyone, I can't say I know anyone that does music as a means to an end.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not about making the money for them. It's about the passion and the love for the music. And yeah, like, you know, you do what you got to do to get in the studio and get your song done, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, I've never had that passion. Like, I never had that drive for anything.
Right.
When did you know, like, yo, I have to be an artist? Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, where were you in your life?
Being an artist for me came from DJing. Like, I got into music when I left Guyana and I went to live in St. Lucia.
You lived in St. Lucia?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't my cousin no more. At what point you lived in another island?
Yeah, when I left Guyana, I went to St. Lucia for a while, and that's where I got exposed to music. Because in Guyana, we didn't have any exposure to the music. You know what I mean? Like, our fun was being outside, playing outside, getting scrapes and cuts, kicking football, playing cricket, stealing fruits, getting into trouble, fighting, and that type of stuff. But now in St. Lucia, I'm in a different space and a different time where it's like I got exposed to Shinehead. I got exposed to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince and Big Daddy Kane and Biz Markie. And then there's like BT and all this music is on there. You know what I mean? We're in Guyana. We ain't had no TV to watch nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm being real with you. So then that's where my love of music started. And then in coming to America now is like, there's a record store. I go in there and all this music is there. So I started DJing. When I would get my lunch money from my parents or my allowance, I bought records. I bought turntables and amplifiers and stuff. So from like 15, I started DJing, doing clubs and parties and stuff like that. And from that transition into us beating in the desk in the lunchroom, a group of us, and then it's like we formed a little group, started writing songs, and there it goes. Then that group dissipated, and I stand alone, and here I am.
So when did it, like, I love playing music. I love playing music. I love it. I love it, love it. When did it go from selector to artist? What was the pivot for you?
I would say once we started doing the shows. Okay. Like, we got together as a group and started doing the shows, and that was like a different energy, like that reception from the crowd, like, you know, because you see people go up there and perform before you, and the crowd doesn't move.
Right.
When you go up there, you get,
them not no vibes.
Exactly. So when you go up there, and you get that crowd on your side, like, it's a different energy and a different feeling, you know, to command that audience and make them move and do what you say.
Okay.
You know, so from doing the shows with my friends, I just drifted away from playing. I still play music. I'll do special events. You know what I mean? And I'll bring out the sound for that. But from then, I started to just drift away and just focus more on just being in the studio, recording and making music. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So my last question for you before we go into your song Starlight, which I think is so romantic and so sweet. And I need to know who that song is about. You're going to tell me today. Okay, we're going to find out today. But my last question for you is, if I could put together the ideal tour, what are the 5 cities that would be the top 5 cities for your tour? And why?
In America?
Anywhere you want to go, baby.
Oh no, I would do continents then. I would do.
But you gotta pick. When you get to the continent, you gotta go somewhere.
You gotta go.
Right, yo?
You gotta go to Africa. You got to go to Africa.
Where?
I would say,
Ghana. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't say Nigeria.
I'm not gonna argue with him.
Don't say Nigeria.
He's the man that knows everything.
Nigeria. Lagos.
I was gonna say Lagos, but
Lagos.
you said Ghana. Okay, so Ghana. You do Ghana, you do Paris.
Oh yeah.
You gotta do Paris.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
With some Starlight, yes.
You gotta do Paris and Japan. Japan is heavy into reggae, dancehall music. Yeah, North America, of course. You gotta come to New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And where would be the 5th place? Miami. Yeah.
All right. I like that lineup.
Yeah.
I like that. No Guyana? And forget where I'm come from already.
Yeah.
The coming home tour. Only for Buja. Me now go Guyana. Like,
no. Guyana is you're gonna touch Guyana sooner or later. You know what I mean? But the music is coming from Guyana.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking it out to the world.
Got it.
You understand?
But
So
sometimes you have to do a come home tour. Like,
of course, yeah. But when you finish where you're going home. Right? The music is coming from Guyana. It's coming from Guyanese. They're gonna know the music because you're not gonna put out the music anyplace else before there. Right? So now you're trying to take it out to the world.
Okay.
Once you finish there, you take it back home. You know what I mean? That's it.
So tell my audience where they can connect with you.
Well,
what are the platforms?
I'm on all platforms everywhere. It's EGDAGOVENAW.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere you listen to music and stream music, type in EG the Govenaw. You can follow me on IG and Facebook, EGDAGOVENAW. I have my YouTube. Follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Rails, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there, man. Just follow me. Put in the name. It's going to come up. The music is there for you guys to love, enjoy, share, and download, you know?
All right. And my final question for you. Is there anything else you want to share with our audience? Anything else you want them to know? Anything else you want them to experience? Yes, he will be back. It's not a one-time thing. He's local and up the road. So, but what do you want to tell us before you leave? What is your goodbye for us? Or should I make him... Wait a minute. Hold on. Got to turn on the mic. Yao, should we have him freestyle?
Oh, please.
I think we should have you freestyle.
Please.
I got a song for you.
Please.
What is that?
Woo! You know what? I wasn't even planning on asking you to freestyle. That just popped straight in my head. All right, hold on.
Sarah Bella always has ideas running through her head.
Yes, I do. So, Yao is
Was she like Pinky in the Brain?
Yao was the boss, and the boss said we're going to do this.
I need to hear some fire right now.
You may not know this because he's young. So a lot of the stuff that we play, e.g., he's like, huh? You know, that
you gotta backtrack so you know where you're coming from to know where you're going, bro. You gotta get up on the music, you know.
Wait, okay. So first of all, are you comfortable freestyling in that position? Do you need to stand up or anything?
No, if I need to stand up, I'll stand. Let me see is where you bring it to me.
Listen. Oh, now he's talking in an accent. Hold on. This is your rhythm. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me make myself comfortable. Can you do with this?
Play, turn it up, man.
Now, when I turn on your mic, you won't hear it. Go ahead.
No, it's good. Wow. EG the Govenaw up in the place representing Wrhu, Hofstra University. Seeing? All the sexy body girls and worldwide. Hey, what me tell the girl I'm saying no. Hey, Sara Bella, cock up your body, girl. Shake it. Spin it on, tick-tock, vibrate it. Drop it down to the floor and scrape it. When Sarah say, shake it. Cock up your body, girl. Shake it. Spin it on, tick-tock, vibrate it. Drop it down to the floor and scrape it. When EG says, shake it. Girl, I love how your skin is soft and smooth. I love the way your body it shake when you move. I would love to see what you look like nude. So sip this canai and get in the mood. Or you mean would I give her my clothes and jewels? Take you over Pat Mark and buy your food.
Hey.
Rosabelle Field buy your clothes and jewels. Keep on moving the bed that you cock up your body, girl. Shake it. Spin it on, tick-tock, vibrate it. Drop it down to the floor and scrape it. When Sarah said, shake it. Cock up your body, girl. Shake it. Spin it on, tick-tock, vibrate it. Drop it down to the floor and scrape it. When Hofstra said, hey, girl. You know, Antaman, you God's greatest gift. You know, say you hot like a burning spliff. You know, say you make all me thing get stiff. So right, you know me ready for your come bum flick. Wine for me. Tick-tock, make it clap for me. Now drop for me. Now stop for me. Me know, say I got you hot for me. Cock up your body, girl. Shake it. Spin it on, tick-tock, vibrate it. Drop it down to the floor and scrape it. When Sarah said, shake it. Cock up your body, girl. Shake it.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Let me play the rhythm because you can hear the rhythm. This is the rhythm.
That's what you do.
Yo, you laid that like
That's
my
how you
lace
do
front
it.
wig.
That's how you do it.
Listen.